Good morning. Here we are at another Friday, October 14th. And I just want to come on this morning. I think I'm going to be brief. I just want to, as always, encourage you, remind you, encourage you to just remain focused and to stay strong and remind you that you are loved. Oh, I don't even know what I want to talk about today. There's so much that I could talk about. But this song by Twinkle Clark, when I woke up this morning, that's what I was hearing. May the Lord God bless you real good. And that's my prayer, that God would bless you abundantly, that God will heal the broken places, that God will renew within you a right spirit, that your self worth and value would be known by you, that you would know just how great you are, and that you're unique. There's only one of you. Even if you're a twin, there's still only one of you. Triplets, quadruplets, octuplets, there's only one of you, and you are unique. Um, I'm just thankful, and still rejoicing, about the new things that God's doing in life. I said, and I thought this morning that I posted, I want to say 3 or 4 years ago now, if not longer, a post that I had seen, and I referenced my husband and asking God to give him like-minded, godly friends, men of great integrity, and I am still seeing the benefits of that prayer. He's being connected, has been, and is being connected with some amazing men, men of great character, strong, confident men, godly men, I must say. Men, just men, that's just men, and I thank God for that. So I just want to say there may be things that you're praying about, um, and you don't see the answer yet. Just know that God is working behind the scenes. And there is something in your life that you've prayed for and you do see the answered prayer. So that in itself will encourage you that if God has done it, that he'll do it again. And just know, as I was driving in this morning too, I thought about we always want to thank God for the prayers that he's answered, the way that we wanted them to be answered. But I'm going to say today, thank him for the unanswered prayers. Because maybe what you were praying for or desired really wasn't what was best for you. So therefore, he didn't answer that prayer the way you wanted it to be answered, or he didn't answer it at all because it was for your betterment. And I just want to encourage you to just stay focused on life. Man, people will flake out on you. People will come out a different bag on you. And you just have to know that it was something that was there all the time. And I'm just still um, just thankful, you know, and not that you lose an acquaintance or somebody you thought was a friend, but that God keeps you. And even in them walking away or you having to disconnect from them, God will show you things that will keep them in the forefront of your mind so that you can keep them before God. Yes, God will keep that individual or individuals in the forefront of your mind, reveal some things to you about them that will cause you to intercede and pray on their behalf. And guess what? Just honor that and just do that, because people attach themselves to you for many reasons. And sometimes they think that it's the benefit that you're going to be for them or to them. And then when you do you, it may cause separation or division, and people get offended. Um, and they, rather than address it a lot of times, their coping mechanism is to pull themselves out of the situation. So don't be hurt. Don't be disappointed. Continue to trust God. Continue to keep them before God. Continue to love on them in the spirit. You don't have to be right there with them to love on them. Um, and people deal with a lot of stuff that they don't even share with us. They may touch the surface or they may never say anything at all about it. But you can go before God and honestly say, hey, God, what is it with them, or what's really going on with them? And I mean, people deal with rejection, people deal with insecurities. Um, some people have been hurt in life and they always expect that the bomb is going to be dropped, the bottom's going to fall out. And you may have to spend a lot of time reassuring them that that's not you, that's just not how you operate. Um, just it's a lot, but just know, and I don't know, it might be you that the insecurities are there, or you devalue yourself. You just don't value yourself as much as you should. I know I'm an overthinker, and I do it every time. And then the after fact is, wow, it really wasn't that bad. Oh, it really didn't require that much. You did excellent on it, but just an overthinker. It's just me. I'm an overthinker. Um, and there are people that just don't feel like they are enough. And I say a lot that we as individuals set the bar as to how people will treat us, how people will love us, how we love ourselves, how we treat ourselves, what we think of ourselves. Because it really doesn't matter what other people think about us positively. If we don't think that about ourselves, it really doesn't matter. I mean, I could tell my husband he's the best husband in the world. He's the best father there is. He's been amazing to us. He's been great for us. But guess what? If he doesn't believe that, it doesn't really matter. Because if that's not how he sees himself, it's going to be a struggle. And not to say that that's what I'm doing, I just use that as an analogy. Um, but it's just that. And there are things that we don't like about ourselves. And guess what? You can work on that. You can fix that. You can change that. Um, there are some hurting people out there. There are some people dealing with so much. I ran into a lady the other day and she was telling me she was going to be out for work for at least 2 weeks. And you thinking health wise, surgery, got to have something done, whatever, because they, hadn't gone into detail. But then she went to say, well, it's probably, I'm going to start out with 2 weeks. I just don't know. And it's just because I'm dealing with some mental health stuff. And the compassion in my heart for her just was immediately. And I start to think, boy, you see people come to work every day and you have no idea what they are dealing with. How much strength it took them just to get up and sit on the side of the bed before they could even stand up and start their day. And this mental health thing is real. It's real, it's real, it's real. And I think there's been a stigma for so many generations on not talking about mental health, mental illness. And now it has become a topic that people want to address, that people don't like the feeling of being in those dark places or in those troubled places. And they are reaching out, which is a blessing. So it's a lot going on out there. People are dealing with a lot. So sometimes when people shut you off, walk away, whatever, it's not that you've done anything wrong. Sometimes it's just that they have some type of complex. And that, like I said last week, I think it was, that I'll hurt you before you hurt me. I'll leave you before you leave me. Because they just don't want to deal with that again. And usually that's what it is. It's an again, or another time, a this, again and again. And it may be an again and again and again, you know. So don't take it as an offense when people walk away. And just be open, be mindful, be attentive to what the Spirit of God is saying to you in those times. And just continue to love on people, because love never fails. And love doesn't find fault. I think if you are friends or acquaintance with somebody, family, you ought to be able to talk about it. And agree to disagree in some matters, that, hey, this is just where we are. This is just where we're going to be. I don't like the way you did that, or that made me feel what you did. I don't like that. And you need to address it. And I was talking to a young lady yesterday. She's like, some things, Miss P, you just need to just leave them alone. I say, but if it's something that's reoccurring and you haven't made known of the expectations, then it's going to continue to happen, because you haven't said, this makes me feel that way. Or when you do this or don't do this, this is how I feel. So, you got to have some type of expectations, that you have to have some guidelines. And you just do life. Man, we don't know when our ticket gonna be pulled on this thing called life. Live the best life you can. Joy. I got a friend saying her journey to joy. And I tell you, happiness can be temporal, temporary, superficial. Joy? It's just something about joy, baby. That thing rings differently. I mean, joy, people could come and try to rain on your parade, put a black cloud in front of the sun. But when you got joy, you can have joy in the most destitute situations of life. You can have joy. So, hey, you say joy bells ringing in my soul. This joy I have, the world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. Because what? The joy of the Lord is my strength. And let the joy of the Lord be your strength. I promise you, baby, you get you some joy. Come hell or high water. You might shed some tears, but guess what? Sometimes you crying just because the joy in you to know that you got this thing beat. It ain't going to defeat you. The greater one lives on the inside. You're more than a conqueror. Though they slay me, yet will I trust him. And yet, look, I'm going to get on off of here, because that joy thing make you happy, boy. It stir up something in your spirit, man. So, just, hey, get you some joy. When you get them God friends, as I say, God will give you some God friends. God gives you joy. And guess what? When you got some joyful God friends, man, look at here. When family get flaky, when friends walk away, when the job is just jacked up, man, look, when the kids out there just acting crazy, and you got you some joy, this too shall pass. All this here gonna work out for my good. Man, look at here. Y'all, look, have a fantastically faith-filled Friday. I'm going to get off of here because that joy thing could keep you talking for a minute. That could keep you talking for a minute now. It's just something about joy. I tell you, it's just something about joy. So, hey, look here. Like I say, I just want to wish y'all a fantastically faith-filled Friday, a soulful Saturday, and a soul-stirring Sunday in the church of your choice, whether it be Bedside Baptist or you go into a place of fellowship. If you forsake not the fellowship, do you? Trust God, continue to believe, remain focused, and stay strong. And my prayer is that God will bless you real, real good. Y'all take care. God willing, I'll see you next Friday. Bye.